Hello and welcome. This is Michelle with Paper Stamp Ink. Thanks for stopping by my channel today, where you'll receive tips, techniques, and tutorials to inspire you in your own paper crafting projects. Now, if that sounds like something that would benefit you, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, ring the bell, and that'll make sure you get notifications whenever I post new videos. I'm going to have a lot of fun stuff coming at you over the next few months here as we have sale-a-bration. If you're not familiar with sale-a-bration, it's a time of year where Stampin' Up! Allows us to earn free stamp sets for just our regular spending. So if you buy $50 of products from either the occasions or the annual catalog before shipping and tax, you can pick from selected items for free. And this is one that I've got as part of my pre-order, and this guy just makes me smile. So I think this one's going to be a pretty popular one, the So Hoppy Together, and you will get a chance to earn that one for free starting January 3rd. Now, if you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I sure would appreciate the opportunity to earn your business. I would be happy to send you out an Occasions and Celebration catalog. If you're looking for a demonstrator, you can send me an email at paperstampink@gmail.com and let me know that you're needing a catalog. I'm also going to link below a video where I'm doing a paper share that allows you to get your hands on a sampling of all of the papers that are in the new catalog, and that way you get a chance to try them out and decide which ones you want to add to your supply list over the next few months. So let's go ahead and get started. I've got a few pieces here. I'm using Call Me Clover for a base, and that is 4 1/4 by 11 inches, scored at 5 1/2. And then I am using paper from the new paper collection, Happiness Blooms, and I'm going to use 2 different pieces. So this is going to be our layer on our card front. It's 4 by 5 1/4. I've got a small strip of that for the inside panel as well. That is for, let's see, a 1/2 inch by 5 1/4. I have a Whisper White panel for the inside at 4 by 5 1/4. Another Whisper White panel that I have pre-stamped for us that is 2 1/2 by 4 inches. I have a matting piece in our Night of Navy, and that is 2 5/8 by 4 1/8. And then I have another matting piece at 1 3/4 by 5 1/4, and that is going to mat right behind this strip, which is at 1 1/2 and 5 1/4. Now I'll go ahead and put those measurements in the description below, so don't worry about furiously writing those down. We're going to go ahead and get started on making this card. So I'm going to use some of our Stampin' blends to color this in. I started to go ahead and pre-color it, and I thought, you know, it really is a pretty quick process that I wanted to make sure that I could share with you guys. So the Stampin' blends are an alcohol-based marker, and they just go on so smoothly on our papers. And I am using the light Granny Apple Green for this frog. I just thought that that'd be the perfect color for this little froggy. Now I have to share and admit that when I saw this Happiness Blooms paper, I wasn't so sure. It's just not my typical style of paper, but I thought it really screamed out just fun colors and combinations for this frog card. So, you know, I love that Stampin' Up! Takes the guesswork out of things for us by giving us cards and then all our pattern paper, the designer series paper, and then all of the colors that coordinate with it. So no guessing and going, which of those colors am I going to need to coordinate? You just pull out your cheat sheet that comes with the paper pads or in the catalog, and you can find just the right blue that's going to coordinate. I'm just adding a little bit of shading on his body, going over, darkening this up again. And I am not an expert at coloring by any means. There are people out there who are very talented at blending these markers. So if I can do this, you can do it. Then I'm just going to come in and give a little bit of color on his belly, and I'm just going to use this soft sea foam. I didn't want to, could have gone with a a pink color, but I just wanted to go very light. I didn't want it to jump out at me. Then I thought, just add another little bit of color in there. I'd use our Mango Melody, and this is the dark one of those. I just want to give some accent colors on the wheel. Now I've already done this card in another series of papers, and so stay tuned to the end and let me know which one you prefer. Everybody's going to have a different preference. I'm going to use our dark gray to come in here and color in this wheel, or the tire, I guess I should say, and the light. Now our Stampin' blends have a smaller pointed end and a larger brush end, so to get into these really tiny areas, I'm using the pointed end of those. If I'm going to do blending, I tend to use the brush end. And let's come in here. I'm just going to add a little bit more of that Mango Melody by coloring that in. All right, so there we go, quick and easy. Now all we have to do is assemble. So let's go ahead and put him on this manning strip. Now you are going to get some bleed through with the alcohol markers, and that is normal. So just be aware of that. And going to put him down there. And I apologize, I'm not sure if I got off camera there when I was coloring. I've changed my studio setup here a little bit, and I'm still getting used to where my parameters are on my video. And you know, I do all my videos in a one-take kind of shot, so you're seeing the real assembling. You get all my mistakes and everything with it. So sometimes that's part of making cards, is figuring out how to fix your mistakes. I'm going to come in with my bone folder and give that a little bit better crease there. And this is the other side of that paper. Isn't that beautiful? But I just thought this more graphic pattern was better suited for the card that we're doing today. And I'm going to come in here. We're just going to put this strip down the side. You might notice I don't use a whole lot of glue when I'm putting these on. You don't need a lot of it. I love this Tombow Mono Multi Glue. It is part of the Stampin' Up! Catalog, and I just think it gives me that room to just do a little bit of wiggling if I don't have things exactly in place. I can scooch them around to where I want them, so it's a little bit more forgiving. I also think it's one of the most economical inks. And you know what? I forgot to stamp our sentiment. Usually I do that before putting it on the card, but we're gonna come on in here and I'm gonna use the You Can Do Anything stamp, and we're just gonna put that right there. Let's go ahead and add the inside panel to our card. And I've saved a little strip of that designer series paper just to jazz up the inside of our card. And I'm going to put that right over here. And there you can see I can slide that around a little bit to get it exactly in the place that I need it. There we go. Last step is I'm going to take some of the glitter, I don't know how these are called, glitter jewel accents, I believe. And we're just going to throw those up there, make him look like he's juggling while riding that unicycle. Pretty talented frog. I can't do either of those things, juggle or ride a unicycle. How about you? So let me bring in the other card here. And you'll see I just transpose those papers. Otherwise, we've used the same design. I just used the more Clover looking paper as the background on one versus the other. So let me know, which is your favorite one? Keep creating and stay tuned for more inspiration. You have a great day.